A nurse walks out of a hospital after a 14-hour shift only to be stopped, mocked, and grabbed by the head of security. He laughs at her badge, calls her a suspect, and orders her into a back room. What he doesn't know, she's carrying a second badge, one that will have state agents and police racing to the scene in minutes. This is the moment everything changes. Watch what happens next. The hospital slept like a giant animal machine's humming. Vents whispering when Maya Ortiz ended her 14-hour shift. She craved the quiet of her car. Coffee gone cold in a paper cup. Brain buzzing with charts, vitals, and the last patient who'd squeezed her hand and said, "Thank you for staying." The moment she pushed through the sliding doors, a voice barked, "Hey, stop." The voice carried the confidence of a man who'd never been told no. He wore a security chief's uniform like a throne. Thumbs hooked in his vest, chin tilted just so. Nameplate, R. Holcomb. "Badge," he said. Maya lifted her hospital ID. He didn't look at it. His eyes crawled over her face, lingered on her tired eyes, and found something to disbelieve. "Where'd you get that?" "From HR," she said, forcing a small laugh. 7 years ago. Funny. He stepped closer. "We've had theft. You match." "The profile." "The profile," she repeated, as if tasting something sour. She'd done this dance before. One too many random checks. After night shift. One too many men who acted like her body was a keycard he had the right to swipe. "If there's an issue, call the administrator on duty." Holcomb smiled without warmth. "We do things my way at night." He reached out, pinched her ID between 2 fingers, and tugged her forward like a puppet. Maya's spine stiffened. She breathed into 4, out to 4 the way she taught anxious patients to steady themselves. "Let go of my badge," she said evenly. "Now." He didn't. "Where were you just now? I see you." She let her voice go flat, factual. "Bed 5 went into a fib at to 17. We stabilized him. You can pull the logs, or," he said, "you can come with me." The lobby camera watched from the ceiling, a patient glass eye. Holcomb's partner, new kid. Jerry hovered near the desk, unsure. A third guard leaned on a pillar, interested the way someone gets when a fuse starts to burn. Maya looked down at his fingers on her lanyard, and then back up. "Calm. Precise. Remove your hand. Last chance." He leaned in so close she could count the gray shards in his stubble. "Or what?" "Or I call my supervisor." She let a new badge slide out from her pocket, plain white, no photo. A blue star in the corner. Holcomb squinted. "Ah, a fake. Cute. It's not fake." She enunciated like she was coaching a panicked patient through oxygen. "It identifies me when I'm not acting as hospital staff." He laughed loud, theatrical. "What are you? Some kind of inspector?" "Yes," she said. "State Office of the Inspector General. Healthcare Division." She didn't raise her voice. She didn't need to. "And tonight, I'm off the clock. Let me go home." He squeezed the lanyard harder, yanking her a half step. "Sure you are." That was when she noticed the tremor in his left eyelid, not fear habit. A man who liked the brink. "Officer Holcomb," the new kid ventured, "maybe we should." "Quiet," Holcomb snapped, eyes never leaving Maya's. Then he did the thing men like him always do when they feel a story slipping. He tried to write a new one. "We've had drug diversions," he said loudly, for the camera, for the desk clerk, for his own future statement. "You're a suspect, not nurse, not employee, suspect." Maya felt her heart slow in that paradoxical way it does when the body decides to survive. "Call the nursing supervisor," she repeated. "Or call your supervisor. You're looking at him, then call mine." Holcomb tugged, hard enough to pop the plastic clasp and send her ID clacking against the tile. "Empty your bag," he said. Now, she didn't move. "Where's your written authority for a personal search?" He lifted his chin at the second guard. "Get the room." The room was a storage closet with a camera that didn't work and a door that closed too quietly. Everyone in night shift knew it. So did Maya. Someone coughed near the automatic doors. A figure hood up, scrubs on, raised a phone, the tiny red dot blooming like a warning flare. "I'm recording," the voice said. "Calm. Clear. Holcomb didn't turn. He pretended not to hear. The second guard hesitated. "Touch me," Maya said softly, and the softness carried more voltage than a scream. And I will escalate this beyond your pay grade. Lady, Holcomb said, half grin. You don't have the power. She nodded once, as if confirming a diagnosis only she could see. Then she thumbed a rapid dial and lifted the phone to her ear. State OIG, healthcare hotline. A crisp voice answered, even at 2:38 a.m. If this is an emergency, say red. Red, Maya said. Live incident, hospital security obstruction, Ortiz, credential 196. The word red changed the air. The new kid's eyes flicked. The third guard stood up straighter. Holcomb sneered. Cute, patched a duty agent, Maya said. Video rolling. A beat. Then duty. Agent Hashmian, a new voice said. Maya, are you safe? Currently, she replied. Security chief detaining staff without cause. Attempted unlawful search. Possible pattern. Lobby camera active. Independent witness filming. Holcomb finally turned his head, just enough to register the phone shining back at him. We are 5 minutes out, Hashmi said. 2 agents inbound, plus local PD notified. Keep the line open. Local PD, Holcomb barked, like the hospital was his castle and sirens were a rumor. This is my building. It isn't, Maya said. It's the people's. He lunged. Not a strike, not yet. The kind of forward motion that says you will do what I tell you. Maya stepped back, letting his momentum overrun empty air. The lanyard tail he still held snapped from his fingers. The automatic doors breathed open too. Security supervisors in shirt sleeves, faces tight. What's going on, Ray? Holcomb gestured broadly. Drug diversion suspect. I'm doing my job. Where's your documentation? One asked. The other glanced up at the ceiling camera, then at the witness's phone. Farce sirens braided into one sound. A night nurse peered around the corner. The desk clerk pretended to stack forms, hands shaking. To plain sedans slid to the curb, not police paint. Government dull. The agents moved like a metronome ticks. No hurry, no slack. They flashed IDs. And for the first time tonight, Holcomb stepped back. Raymond Holcomb, the taller agent said, State OIG, we're taking statements. Please keep your hands visible. I was enforcing hospital policy, he blurted. Hospital policy doesn't authorize unlawful detention or personal search, the agent said, even as a pair of local officers jogged in behind them. Lobby camera is active. Independent witness video corroborates. Holcomb's mouth opened, then shut. The second guard looked very young. The third studied the tile grout the way a man learns to study anything that isn't regret. Maya. Agent Hashmi said, in person now, her voice same as the phone. Are you injured? I'm okay, Maya said. But I'm not the only one this has happened to. We'll need names. Hashmi replied. And time cards. The PD sergeant took Holcomb's hands and turned them. Polite but final. Metal whispered, then clicked. You can't cuff me, Holcomb said, voice cracking on can't. You're being detained pending investigation into false imprisonment and attempted unlawful search. The sergeant said, you are not under arrest yet. Don't make that change. The witness hood down now. Eyes bright lowered the phone. You good? They asked Maya. She let out a breath she didn't know. She'd been holding. Thanks to you. People keep saying that, the witness murmured, when all I did was not look away. By noon, the hospital sent an email with the earnest blandness of organizations in trouble. We take concerns seriously. Night shift pillows carried the hush of new rumors. The camera over the lobby kept watching, and everyone felt it. Maya sat at her kitchen table, cardigan around her shoulders, paperwork fanned like a hand of cards. She sipped cold coffee and wrote the kind of report that changes things. One clause at a time, dates, times, names, patterns. The quiet places with busted cameras and loud men. Her phone buzzed, unknown number. She stared at it for a heartbeat, then answered. Ms. Ortiz? A voice asked. I wanted to say, thanks, I complained about him last year. Nothing happened. It will, she said, this time, it will. Because justice doesn't happen only in courtrooms or headlines. Sometimes it happens under a humming vent at 2:38 a.m. in a lobby where a camera sees what a human being refuses to ignore. Sometimes it happens because someone like Maya holds their ground and someone else decides to. Press record.